You're listening to an encore presentation of this program, KCAA, the Inland Talk Express.
Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in dark, I walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best.
Welcome back, everybody. Happy Sunday. You are listening to Whatever Works on KCAA, 1050 AM and Express 106.5 FM. The stations that leave no listener behind. I am your co-host, Kyle Kerrigan.
And I'm your host, Sam Works.
And today we have another reoccurring guest, my brother, Rob. Are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
There we go. So we got Rob Kerrigan on the line. Awesome, awesome.
Rob, where are you calling from?
Lowell, Massachusetts.
Lowell, Massachusetts. Awesome. So how are we feeling tonight?
I'm feeling all right.
Feeling all right? Feeling all right?
Yeah. My legs are a little sore. They're actually been bothering me lately, but I'm doing all right.
Okay, that's good. How's Fights with Friends been going?
Actually, my friend took like a 3-week vacation with his family. He'll be coming back next week for the next pay-per-view. Izzy and Dracus Duplessis fight.
Oh, I heard about that. Okay. So what's your predictions on that card? Who else is going to be on that card? Do you know?
I think Whitaker's.
Hey, I think we lost Rob. Rob, you still there?
Hey, sorry about that.
Oh, it's all good.
Oh no, Whitaker's not gonna be on that card. That's right. It got canceled. Kai Carter France is gonna be fighting.
Okay.
Mateus. Tai Tuivasa versus Jarzino. That's gonna be a good fight. That's the heavyweight fight. It's gonna be a good slugfest.
Okay, and that's this upcoming Saturday?
Yeah, 305.
Okay, where's it going to be at?
It's going to be in Australia.
Oh, Australia. Oh, okay. That'd be
I'm
pretty
pretty
cool.
sure.
Yeah, so oh yeah, so Fights with Friends been going. You're doing good. I know football season's about to come up.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for that.
Yeah, there's a lot of good picks that were picked this year, and a couple from San Bernardino actually. The number 2 overall pick was from Cajon.
Really?
Yeah, he was from Cajon. Jaden Daniels.
Where is he going?
He's a quarterback for the Commanders. So so I don't know if he's gonna be backup or what's going on with that, but yeah. So he went to Cajon, and then we had 2 other players I think from San Bernardino. I think one other one from Cajon, and the other one from I want to say Pacific. Yeah, were drafted this year.
Oh wow!
And so, yeah, so preseason just started, I think Thursday, and then today we had some games. I didn't get a chance to see them, but I think it's going to be a good season. I think. What are your predictions on who's gonna make it far?
I'm biased. I'm gonna say the Eagles are going all the way again.
Yeah, the Eagles.
I've been seeing a lot of Eagle fans on social media recently.
Yeah.
Wasn't too sure why.
I know a lot of Eagle fans.
Sonny Babel is one of them.
Yeah, Sonny Babel's one of them. One of my business partners, Jody, she's an Eagles fan. And then, I think it's gonna be a good year. I actually think the Saints will go pretty far. I don't know if we'll be 1 or 2, but I think we'll win our division. I give it a 60% chance.
Isn't that your favorite team?
Yeah, the Saints. Yeah.
That's funny. What do you guys think about flag football? because that's been kind of popping up recently.
Yeah.
More often than not.
I heard there's a new kickoff rule.
Yeah, there's a new kickoff rule. I'm trying to remember what it was.
Yeah, my buddy, he started doing flag football, I believe last year, and he went to like the semi-pros. I think his first game was out in like Mexico, but it was just interesting. You know, it was one of his buddies. He's doing flag football, and he asked my buddy to come out, and they started playing, and then next thing you know, they just started taking off. I didn't really think it was like that much big of a thing until I started like seeing it on TV at my work, like flag football, and I was like, wow, I guess it's actually it's getting big, it's growing, and I'm kind of curious because there's a bunch of new sports coming out. I mean, flag football is not new, but it's growing for sure.
Well, the NFL does flag football now for the All-Star game.
Yeah.
Not the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, the Pro Bowl. And then they've been doing the Crucial Catch games, too, with the kids a lot, which is cool. I'm trying to think what else.
Well, in the Olympics, they just added breakdancing.
I saw that. Did you see it?
I actually watched it.
Yeah, I didn't watch any of it. How was it?
It's good. For being a first-year sport, like, had a big crowd. Everyone was hyped.
Yeah.
It was
a long
good.
time coming.
I was actually impressed with it. I watched the guys and the girls do it.
Yeah, I saw this.
Yeah, it was really good.
I saw this clip on Instagram, and it was like what I thought the breakdancing would be in the Olympics, and it was like step up with like the water on the floor. They're all going crazy, and then what it actually was, and I kind of laughed about it. But it's interesting because there is so much sports in Olympics.
There are.
Yeah. It's like every year they just add another sport. My prediction for sure, they didn't add it this year, but probably the next Olympics, pickleball.
Pickleball, yeah.
Yeah, that's more than
Yeah, I heard
likely
they might be adding that.
I want to see why not.
Gaming, so like video games might be in the next Olympics.
Really?
Yeah, my
We're
brother's.
killing it this year. We already have 126 medals. And
Yeah.
Last year we had 113, so we're already killing it.
Yeah, no,
We have 40
we
gold,
dominate.
44 silver, and 42 bronze.
Yeah, they're trying to do Joe said badminton goes hard.
Bro, badminton's insane.
It is. No, right. Yeah, no, it gets pretty intense.
It's like it's one of those things where you watch people play and you're like, oh, it's pretty good, it's intense, but then like when you actually try to play it, it's very difficult.
Yeah.
You're talking about badminton?
Yeah.
Yeah, I played that in high school. That's actually pretty hard.
Bro, it's tough, dude.
Yeah, it is.
And I played tennis, and I was pretty good at tennis, and I played volleyball, and I was pretty good at volleyball, but I sucked at badminton.
Yeah.
Yeah, badminton's a little interesting, and it's have you guys seen American Ninja Warrior?
Yeah.
Right. So a lot of those
I love
obstacles.
that show.
Yeah, a lot of those obstacles. You're like, oh, us kids like, oh, we can do that, no problem. We went to one, not like the actual American Ninja Warrior, but it was a like a public.
Like a regional?
Yeah, for everybody, and we went. I'm telling you, I couldn't even complete a single course.
Oh.
Yeah, Timmy.
I would be too. I'm too old for that.
Bro, I was like,
Even in my 20s, I don't think I can do any of that stuff, man. I ain't got the grip strength. They got to grip all the stuff with their fingertips.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
yeah. I came out I went in there confident, and then I couldn't even complete a single course, and so I went into like the inflatable section. I was like, I'm just gonna bounce around here because that was too tough for me.
Yeah, that's in Santa Ana,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Weight and gravity's not your friend in that sport.
No, definitely not. But my brother, we took him out, and that's the whole reason we went out there, and he did pretty good. So
Yeah.
I was like, all right, good job, Timmy.
Yeah, I've really watched that show since the inception, since it started. Before it was called American Ninja Warrior, it was called Ninja Warrior, and it was in Japan, and they had American, like, someone dub over it, like English dub, and it'd be on late night TV, like at 3 in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then they brought it to America. I just been watching it every season since.
There's another show like that called MXC. Do you remember that? It was like, it was a dub over Takashi's Castle, which was like it was like a
I
American
remember that
Ninja Warrior
show.
kind of, or it was kind of more like Wipeout, but in like
Yeah,
Japan.
so they were like making jokes and stuff, and I remember that show.
And
that was late night. That was late night TV too.
Yeah, it was. It was like 4 a.m. and they get like Valley girls to like dub over like all the women, and then like these like British people to dub over all the men, and it didn't fit, but it was part of the joke.
Right.
Dude, it was hilarious. I loved it.
Yeah, that show was great.
Yeah, there is a good one. It's like parkour, but it's like it's like tag.
I seen that.
Yeah, that one's.
I was gonna mention that the tag.
Yeah.
That's crazy how quick they can jump over the obstacles and spin around them. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, no, it keeps the people young for sure.
Yeah.
It's basically parkour, like you said. You know, like.
Mm.
Yeah, no, I think Timmy would love that.
Oh yeah, he would.
Yeah, I think he'd be good at that.
Yeah.
I get eliminated in 2 seconds.
I'd probably bang my shin or like,
or something, just fall or
When I was
something.
when I was a kid, the big thing was American Gladiators.
Oh yeah.
Yes, American Gladiators.
They'd have these tennis ball cans and they're shooting you while you're going through an obstacle course. You know, like.
Yeah.
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 There was that show with The Rock. I can't remember what the name of it was, but he had like the kind of like a American Ninja Warrior, but it was also kind of like it was like a
Did you have like
strongman
a hill
competition
thing you had to
too.
climb?
Yeah.
And then you
Yeah.
come down, you had to wrestle in like a ring.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I remember that.
So
It was like a CrossFit kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So it was like CrossFit, and then it was also like a strongman competition.
Mm.
Yeah, like the world is like the world's toughest man or
Yeah, something like that. And then there was this tower where they would go up, and then they'd have to like pick up like these like they'd have to deadlift like these balls and then throw them down, and then they go up the tower and then be something else.
Or that they like lift up a wall and it gets like heavier or something.
Yeah,
right?
something like
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
Sliding wall.
Oh, I
can't
watched
think
that
of the
show. I
name- I
love
can't
that
think of the
show.
name
What
of
was it? I forgot what it's called too. I love that show.
What about the OG?
The Rock show, that game show not game show, but like that show where like they had feats of strength, like had a competition.
What about
I don't remember. Oh, The Rock had one of those. Yeah.
what is it called?
Like a season. Like a season.
I'm trying to
No,
find
we're
it
not
right
two
now.
seasons.
You know what? A show that I'm kind of. I don't know if they
Titan Games.
Titan Games.
Titan Games. That's what it's called.
Titan
That's right.
Games, Yeah.
I think I've only seen like parts of it. I never really watched that show.
Yeah. No, it was cool because
Yeah, I
like,
watched-
he interacted with everyone too.
Mm.
It was like
Yeah, I watched both seasons of it. I think it was only 2 seasons. But
yeah,
I
it
watched
was
every
only 2
episode.
seasons. Yeah.
I'm into all that strong. I've been watching Strongman too since I was a kid. Like since the early '80s, I've watched that Strongman competition.
You know, it's a show that we haven't brought up yet.
Which one?
Fear Factor
Oh my God, I grew up with that
Joe
show.
Rogan.
with
Joe
Joe
Rogan.
Rogan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how.
Then they brought it back with Ludacris.
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh,
yeah,
did he?
Yeah, Ludacris started doing it. It's not the same, but
it's not the same. Oh man.
No, it was like that was only like 2 seasons. Also, it just didn't hit the same.
yeah, no, I think the craziest one for Fear Factor, because then like those are like one of those things where like, oh, I can do that, and then
Heck no.
you know.
No.
But the one that I for sure wouldn't be able to do, it was like a claustrophobic one, but they put you in a container and they wrap you up in like plastic, and then they vacuum suck like all the air out.
Yeah.
And you're just like you're tight, and then they put you inside like a morgue container, and then you're all chained up, and like literally you're in this box and you only have like maybe 2 inches from like I don't know, it's crazy, and you're sucked up, so it's like hard to breathe. I was like, I would freak out. I would not be able to do that.
The one that I liked watching was the one with the tube, and then they have a bug in the middle, and you'd have to like blow
Yeah.
and get it into the other person's mouth. that
I
was
wouldn't be able to
fun.
handle the bug stuff, or I wouldn't be able to handle like the eating and drinking nasty stuff because I got a weak stomach.
Yeah.
Or like the pool full of like the spiders or the.
I would not.
Or snakes.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Not.
I don't like spiders or snakes.
Yeah, I mean.
You know what a show that I would do is a Silent Library. If you guys ever
Oh,
seen
that show's great.
Oh,
yeah.
I see that show.
Yeah, man, I would do that. I would love to do that.
I'd always want to do it like with like a group of friends or like you,
Mhm.
Timmy, and like a couple other people.
Yeah.
I think it'd be funny.
Yeah, and if you
I
guys,
always want to do the Cash Cab. I always wanted to do that.
Oh yeah, the Cash Cab.
I don't know.
You
what
ever
that
see
is.
that show?
No.
It was a cab in New York City, and they'd ask questions, and if you got them
If
right,
you
then
people up,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So it was
And-
like Who Wants to Win a Millionaire, but it was also in a cab,
Mm-hmm.
and you had until
and
your
you're coming on,
destination
like-
to.
yeah, depending on your destination, depends on like how quick you got to answer the question.
Wow. You know what was
And,
one? Oh, go ahead. They did a show where they had a suitcase of $1 million, and they said, hide it, and if we find it, you know, it's ours. But if we can't find it within 24 hours, you
Oh,
can keep
Mr.
it.
Beast did that.
Oh, he did that?
Yeah, a few
Man,
times.
See, that was a show like when I was a little kid,
Yeah.
and I've always thought like I know where I would put it.
yeah.
You know?
That'd be so easy to hide, though.
I mean,
I'd either, if there's water around, I'd just sink it in the water, especially if it's murky water.
Oh,
And if
yeah.
there wasn't, I'd just put it in a tall tree, to like camouflage it so people aren't looking way up there. And plus, if they were, it's going to be camouflage. You wouldn't be able to spot it.
so I think they had a tracker that didn't give like the exact location, but it's all within like a mile range or something. I don't know what it was, cause like realistically, if it was just a briefcase full of cash, like dude, you can just bury it.
Yeah,
You know, like bury it
right.
in like someone else's backyard or something. You know,
Yeah.
like I don't know.
You can also just put it in water, like weigh it down, especially if it's murky water. They got to find it in that murky water. Do you know how hard it is to find something in murky water? It's
That's
almost
true.
Hey,
impossible.
imagine they're like, okay, you won, da da da, and then you went to go look for it and you just can't find it anymore. You're like, you know?
Well, that'd be the hard part is finding it again.
Because I lost stuff at the beach burying it. You know?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Even in my own backyard as kids, we used to bury our toys, and there's still toys out there that are probably still buried.
Yeah,
We've
no,
been-
that's
Oh, I
true.
guarantee that too. At my dad's house where Kyle lives, I guarantee there's so many toys buried in that yard, and also spoons and forks and knives we used to use them to like eat.
yeah, random stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's okay, so like another show that I miss is Deal or No Deal.
Mm.
You ever
Oh, I
see that
loved
show?
it.
They have like casinos have
Howie
that.
Mandel.
Oh, they
No
do. Yeah,
Deal,
I've seen that. Yeah, yeah. It's at Yarmouth. There's one of them.
I don't know. I don't even know how that works, to be honest.
There's buttons.
You just pick the lowest number, right? Or
Yeah,
oh, okay.
yeah. And then like you could either like go with the bank or you can choose no. And the
Mm.
box is there. If you lift the box and press the button, then you get that. You know.
There is this one show where, you drop a ball from the top and there's like a bunch of like money numbers at the bottom if it lands, whatever, yada yada. But then it's like kind of like the whole bank thing, yes or no. Like your family member is like on the other side and they don't know how much money you made, but you have a choice. You have a contract, right? The contract's like, okay, you can guarantee like $250,000 or whatever your other family member made or lost,
Oh.
and
That's
then
crazy.
a lot of times most people, they play it safe, like, okay, it's guaranteed $250,000,
Yeah.
but then on the other side their family member made like 10 million.
Yeah.
And then they meet, and then like you're like reading each other's eyes, and then you can tell like the family member's like, please, like I hope you chose the right one. And it's always like they don't.
Yeah.
Or like it can even go negative. Like
Yeah.
like they lost all their money, and then they're like, oh, I choose, and then they're just like, well, you didn't win nothing.
Right. Yeah.
It's crazy.
There was a Mr. Beast challenge where he with the $1 million. So he hired a private investigator to come find him, and if the investigator found him, he got the $1 million. So he hired this like $1 million like private investigator. Like he finds anyone in the world, like he's known for that, and like he's all over Instagram. And so he's like getting in helicopters, driving off in like Lamborghinis, just like barely missing them. And at the end, he catches them.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. No, it's a pretty cool challenge.
See, Mr. Beast, he gets pretty creative. Like
Yeah.
he bought $1 million worth of lottery tickets
Yeah.
to see if he can win the lottery.
Yeah.
And he came out with like what, $74,000. But that's a lot of lottery tickets. Like
Yeah.
some people are like, oh, I'll buy 20 tickets. Like my chances have increased.
No.
This guy spent $1 million on lottery tickets, you know?
Yeah.
And that's like, okay, let's say you did win the lottery, like just, you know, somehow, some way with luck. I would probably spend $1 million on more lottery tickets, you know?
Yeah.
Kind of like recycle the money,
Yeah.
you know? But yeah, he got up to like 74,000. And,
That's a bust.
or maybe like 720,000. I don't know, one or the other. But he didn't make his million.
No.
But he bought an island, private island with that. I
Okay.
was like, that's pretty cool. I mean, you could have just bought the
What do you
private
guys think of
island.
the Mr. Beast controversy going around?
What is it? What is that controversy?
One of the people that he had working for him, actually, they're saying now multiple people that were working for him are pedophiles. One of them, Chris Tyson, the one that was transgender. He was a dude that was
yeah.
female.
Yeah. I
You
heard
won't
about
see him
that.
on none of the Mr. Beast videos no more because he was like texting little kids and talking perverted to them.
Oh wow.
But not Mr. Beast himself, though, right? Just like his people.
No, but he's not speaking on it. He just released another video and he's acting like, business as usual, but people are still in outrage. But but it's supposed to be his long time friend from since we were kids because he was a guy when he was a guy.
Right.
And, but
Yeah.
You know, I have my values and my own way of thinking and stuff, and me personally, I don't feel too comfortable speaking up on the air because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of haters out there,
yeah.
especially that would hate on me if I spoke up right now.
yeah.
So we just,
There's some
that's
boxing
my
contro-
opinion.
there-
That's my opinion.
And there's some boxing controversy too going on in the Olympics with two biological male boxers fighting in the
about that,
female
yeah.
division and winning gold. Yeah.
I think it was sad. I don't know if it was Olympics or what, but this female, she was boxing and her dad recently died, and like one of the last things he told her was like, "Hey, give it your all," you know. And then she boxed a transgender guy or guy who went to a female, or whatever, and just got smashed on. Like had no chance, you know.
That's
And
how it was
obviously,
in the Olympics.
yeah, it was Olympics. And it sucks, bro, because like she did give it her all, but like it was even close to being good enough.
Yeah. There was that.
She got the break speed off of her.
Yeah. There was
I
that
watched
chick
it.
in the.
It was pretty sad to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
There was that gymnast chick who got dropped to bronze because of a condition. And there's a big controversy with that right now.
Really?
Yeah, because they all want gold. Obviously, they win
Right.
gold every USA wins gymnastics gold every
So,
4 years.
Okay, so what do you guys think about this? All right, the Olympics, right? I think we have an quote unquote, in my opinion, unfair advantage only because like China, they're all Chinese. You know,
Yeah.
like in Jamaica, they're all Jamaican. Like the US, they have everyone from all over the world
Yeah.
participating as USA, you know what I mean?
No, it's funny because
Yeah, we got
we have
Chinese, we
Jamaicans,
got-
we have Chinese people.
Right, and so it's
Yeah,
like
so-
We get all that.
and like not being like stereotypical, but like some countries are like naturally better at things than other countries,
Yeah.
right?
And also, I just think about today. The reason why I think we win most of the medals is we have more athletes and more sports accessible here in America.
Sure.
Think about it. Like you don't see them like skateboarding all the time up in Switzerland where it's freaking snowing all the time. There are some Switzerland skateboarders, but
Yeah.
that's just an example. But
It's gonna have to be
there's-
like
there's
indoor.
probably so many other sports like beach volleyball. They're not playing that in Russia,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So,
saw that we
I
lost.
don't
Like
think-
we got beat really bad at the shooting competition. Did you see that?
Really?
We didn't win
yeah,
a single
you should-
medal.
No?
Not
Did
a
you hear
single
about that
medal.
one guy? He's
Oh yeah, the Turkish
It's-
guy. Are you talking
yeah,
about him?
air pistols, but still,
Yeah.
he didn't use none of the gear. Like all
He
the other
didn't use
people
none
got
of
like
the gear.
these eye
He
lenses
just
and
like
spectacles,
he
and
was-
he just sat there with his hand in his pocket, just back.
yeah. So he had one hand in his pocket. And he went, boom, and he got what? It was bronze or silver?
Yeah,
And-
silver.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, I
so
heard
he got
that's a
silver.
controversy because like he could have gotten gold. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like he had to like.
If he had all the other special gear that everyone else had, yeah, he probably would have got gold.
Well, it just didn't look like he was. It looked like he was supposed to get bronze or silver. You know.
Yeah.
Because they got a thing that goes over one eye that blacks out the eye they're not looking down the sight. Then they have another
those
thing
things
that's
are
like
trippy.
then they have another thing that magnifies the sight at the end of their gun on the other eye that they're shooting with.
Yeah.
So like it's kind of cheating,
Yeah,
in my
it is.
opinion. But he was doing it all natural, just like
Iron sights or what?
Iron sight.
Dude.
Yeah, dude. He freaking iron sight his way to silver. He's like a 42-year-old like dad from like Turkey.
Yeah.
And he just showed up.
turkey. Yeah.
They're just like, we need someone. He's like, I'll
and
do
all
it.
of me just talking about like, oh, they let a hitman enter the Olympics. That's a dead shot. And the way he just looks like stone cold when he does it too. Like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's a killer, bro. He's
for
like
sure.
easy.
they're like, oh, they let a hitman join the Olympics.
He's like, I'm used to moving targets. You know?
Did you see his press conference?
Mm-mm.
That was wild too. He's just like, I just got out of divorce. I want my dog back. That's why he entered the Olympics.
But someone better give him his dog back.
I know, that's what someone said. They said, get him his dog back. Otherwise, it's going to be John Wick.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah. And then I think,
I guess
go ahead.
we got DQ'd the men's in the 4x100, the relay.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. I just heard that. And I was like, what? We got disqualified. That's like the thing we usually always win.
Yeah, and
There's some goals we should have got, and we got kind of robbed. But
yeah, well, we can't win them all, right? And then if if we did, even if we were good enough to get all gold, then people would say it's rigged. Like regardless of the outcome,
Yeah.
you know, even if we earned it, we'd be like, no, that, you know. And then of course we can't leave out that French guy, the pole. What is that? When you use the pole to jump over the bar?
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, hey, there's no such thing as bad publicity, right, Joe? Yeah, seriously. I think he started off with like maybe like 2,000 followers on Instagram, and then after that, it went up to like 250,000 followers like within 2 days. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go look it up. Pole vaulting.
Yeah,
That's
pole
what-
vaulting. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. He got like 15th place. And then like the judges, like they just didn't know how to react. They're like, oh, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a, yeah.
Yeah, we just got gold in basketball, which is not surprising, but
Yeah,
I seen
no,
a
we just
freeze
beat
frame.
France.
I seen a freeze frame of it. It looks like it's just sitting there resting on the pole, like an elbow, like to a chin, just like hello.
He's going back to the pole vaulting. Yeah. But you know what's interesting? I was talking to one of the guys I did an open house for, and he's an older veteran, and he was talking about back in the day, like, you know, maybe like 50s, 60s, whatever. The Olympics was all like, you know, country versus country, you know, like it was a group thing, and it's like, you know, it was very tied on like which country was the best. And then now in today's Olympics, it's more like an individual, like it's very welcoming for sure. Like everyone supports everyone, and it's not like, oh, USA, USA. It's just like, hey, this is the Olympics. It's all like sports. It's all fun and very diverse. There's, you know, the Olympics in terms of like what it stands for has changed over the years.
Yeah.
You know.
No, definitely. And
Yeah. For one thing that bothers me with the Olympics is there's Americans that have dual citizenship, and other countries are paying them to be on their team.
yeah.
And they'll let them be in the Olympics on their team. People that would never made the Olympic team, or even if they would have, they're going to other countries and they're getting golds. And it was like, well, that's an American, so I'm counting that as a win for us.
Yeah, technically, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe not on paper, but we all know. We all know the truth.
Yeah. Well, it's like basketball,
These people
you know.
have never been to the country. They just got dual citizenship because of their parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that right there to me is like, oh, if you've never been to the country, why are you representing us? What's going on here?
Well, yeah, and then
They
there's
didn't do
also
that. They didn't do that. They didn't do that in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. They didn't do that. They didn't allow it.
Yeah, you
You
took
know?
pride in your country, and
Yeah.
you didn't want any outsiders in basically.
Well, there's also people who were born in those countries too that like play basketball. Like Pau Gasol played for Spain many years in the Olympics, and then
Like, I can see if you're born in the country and you moved away to America, then
yeah.
like you didn't get on the American team and the other team that accepts you, then yeah, I'll go for it. But
Yeah. No, the Olympics, changes. Every Olympics changes. It's always different. And most of it is good.
Yeah.
Like, it really was. All right, you guys.
Dude, I heard the Olympic.
Go ahead.
So go ahead. I was going to talk about the Olympic Village. I heard all the athletes are like, the reason why like they're not getting golds and stuff is because like their accommodations, they're getting crappy food. The buses are hot before they get to their events. I mean, they're sleeping on cardboard beds. The beds are literally made out of cardboard.
I mean, I believe it. If you want an A-star athlete, you gotta give them A-star like meals and beds and everything.
Well, the men's USA men's basketball, with LeBron and Steph Curry and all that, they said, screw this, we're not even going to the Village. And they went to a hotel from day one.
Yeah.
Like a 5-star hotel. And, of course, that's why they won the gold.
Yup. They knew what they were doing. All right, you guys, we're going to take a 5-minute break, but when we come back, we're going to be continuing to talk to the brothers, the Kerrigan brothers here. So stay tuned and hang out, and we'll be back in 5 minutes. You're listening to Whatever Works on KCAA.
Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in dark, walk around the neighborhood.
From the Bureau of Economic Geology, this is Earth Date. Lithium, the lightest metal, has transformed our rechargeable battery technology, but it can also be transformative in the human mind. Its powers were recognized by early cultures, from the Greeks to Native Americans, and for decades it has been used as a pharmaceutical drug. Lithium is highly reactive. It's one of the few metals that will easily burn. If you try to put it out with water, it reacts violently as it splits off hydrogen gas, which also burns. When lithium burns, it creates a crimson light, which you've seen whenever you've watched a fireworks show. Lithium makes their signature red color. Lithium is so reactive, it's typically stored in mineral oil. But when it enters the human body, often as a much less reactive lithium salt, its incendiary personality does a 180. In a process we don't completely understand, it seems to moderate the flow of electricity and promote the overall health of our nervous system. The result is a calming effect. This has led doctors to prescribe lithium as a successful treatment for bipolar disorder. Studies have even found that cities and towns with higher levels of lithium salts in their groundwater have markedly lower levels of depression, suicide, and violent crime. A very surprising fact, which has led some scientists to recommend that lithium be considered an essential nutrient. It may be time to take a closer look at this ancient remedy. I'm Scott Tinker, and thank you for listening.
Earth Date is produced by the Bureau of Economic Geology at the University of Texas at Austin. Earth Date is researched by Julie Hennings, written by Harry Lynch, and distributed by Mark Blunt and Casey Walker. For more stories, follow us on Facebook or visit earthdate.org.
There's nothing better than turning on the radio and listening to an old song, unless, of course, it's grabbing a local newspaper, a cup of coffee, and thumbing through the pages of the latest news, views, opinions, and entertainment. Hi, I'm Mark Westwood. I'm the general manager of a few area radio stations. It's my pleasure to welcome some new neighbors to our area. A big welcome to Steve Strickbine and Times Local Media. You know them, delivering very important local news weekly, right here in your own backyard. Familiar and reliable friends like the Beaumont and Banning paper, the Record Gazette, the Fontana Herald, the Yucaipa Calamasa News Mirror. The Redlands Community News is open for business and continues to deliver weekly. Check out their latest edition coming this Friday and each and every Friday happily ever after. You can find your local news at redlandscommunitynews.com. And congratulations to their new editor and longtime friend, Rachel Gustafson.
Eat bread, lose weight. That's right. Eat bread, lose weight. Hello, everybody. I'm Joseph from Joseph's Organic Bakery. We offer ancient grain bread from the Bible. That's right. Ancient grain bread from the Bible. We stone grind daily, ferment using sourdough, and bake that same day. Everything is then shipped fresh to our customers nationwide. So if you're interested in feeling good, improving your digestion, knocking down your blood pressure, and balancing your blood sugar, pick up the phone, give us a call, 954-541-4062, 954-541-4062, or you can order online, veganbakerymiami.com, veganbakerymiami.com.
TV journalist Jane Velez Mitchell here, excited to tell you about my show, Unchained TV, Animals, People, Planet. Most of us say we love animals. When we truly respect them, we benefit with a happier outlook, better health, even nicer weather. I'll explain when you join me Mondays at 1 p.m. on KCAA 1050 AM 106.5 FM, the stations that leave no listener behind. And check out UnchainedTV.com.
Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in dark, I walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best.
Welcome back, everybody. You're listening to Whatever Works on KCAA 1050 AM and Express 106.5 FM, the station that leaves no listener behind. I'm your host, Sam Works.
I'm Kyle Kerrigan.
And we have Kyle's brother on the line. Is he still there?
Yep, it's me, Rob Kerrigan.
All right. Bro, you've been on hold for about 5 minutes. What have you been doing? Hydrating, using the restroom, doing some push-ups? Just kidding.
Smoking and drinking a beer.
Yeah.
Man, I wish we could do that here on the air. No, I'm just kidding.
You're right.
Yeah, me and Kyle, we joked last week about doing like a podcast not sober, like one of these days.
I'll be coming out to California.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm going to come out and surprise my dad in October.
All right, don't tell him.
Coming out. Oh, is he there?
No.
I was like, oh.
He's like, surprise.
Yeah.
You're not.
Listen.
Well, yeah, he's usually here supporting. He usually listens and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I wasn't sure, though.
Yeah. You said you're in Massachusetts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. How is it out there?
It's all right.
Yeah, that's why you're trying to come back to California, huh?
The city I live in is pretty bad, though, so I don't leave the house.
Mm. Why'd you choose Massachusetts?
Healthcare, free healthcare.
Oh, very nice.
I have a lot of medical issues and problems, and it just got to the point where I just needed help. So I came out here and lived with my mom's niece, and they got, free doctors, no co-pays. I don't have to pay for prescriptions or nothing.
Hey, honestly, that sounds kind of nice.
Yeah.
So that's why I got here. That's probably why I'll probably stay here, because there's no other state that offers better medical than Massachusetts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, doctors, at least in my humble opinion, over here, especially like the healthcare that I'm with and all the doctors, they're very overwhelmed.
Yeah.
It's really hard to get an appointment, and then when you do get an appointment, it's like,
Yeah.
like if they say, hey, take a survey, you're like, you don't want me to take a survey, to be honest.
Yeah.
And my lady, she complains, and she sounds just like my brother. They're like, oh, they're not going to tell me anything, or da-da-da-da, what are they going to do, put me on, like, antibiotics? I'm like, you need them, I'm not saying, like, I'm all medicine, because I'm not, but, if you're really hurting, and you've been hurting for a while, go to urgent care. Get yourself checked out, because you never know,
Yeah, no, you never know.
And, like, everyone has health issues nowadays. Like, even healthy people have health issues. Seriously. And so, doctors are needed, and we think that we know best,
Yeah.
And it's like, do we?
Yeah, no, a lot of times it's turned to Dr.
I
Google.
put it off for 15 years because California just was too expensive, so I just really wasn't taking care of myself that well out there. But out here, I'm doing a lot better.
They say get in line. That is crazy.
I'll literally walk into a doctor's appointment 15 minutes before my appointment, see the doctor literally at my appointment time and get out within 30 minutes. Like, that's never happened in California.
Yeah, it sounds almost impossible.
No way.
That is insane. But, yeah, I like how we went from talking to Olympics to talking about the healthcare system.
Yeah, healthcare system. I'm in the hospital this week to get my teeth pulled.
Oh, you're getting your teeth pulled?
Yeah, I'm getting 2 teeth pulled on Wednesday or Thursday.
Oh, dude, that's always fun.
They're
knocking me out, so I wouldn't even know.
I went to Mexico. I had a roommate
Oh,
in
no.
college. I had a roommate in college, so when I was in college, we drove down to TJ, and he had a root canal done for like $80.
$80?
Yeah, yeah.
You get what you pay for,
Yeah,
man.
see, with my free medical, I get free dental, free eye care. Like, I don't have to pay for nothing.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Dude, you know, my brother, JC, he's in the Marine Corps, and in boot camp, if you don't have your wisdom teeth pulled out, they pull out your wisdom teeth. But also, in boot camp, you can't be on any medication, right? And the reason being is if you're out in war, you're out in the field, and you need to have medication on you, and you ran out, like it's a risk, you know, for everyone, not just you, but your people. And so,
right.
Yeah, and so my brother, he got all 4 wisdom teeth pulled out during boot camp, and he started, you know, doing all the physical work. He was doing push-ups, he was running, his mouth was all swollen, his blood coming out of his mouth, doing his miles and everything. I'm like, my brother goes so hard, it's ridiculous, you know? He likes to torture himself. Not like what you guys think, but a good example is there's this video, and this guy put water in his mouth and held it, right? So he didn't, like, he just had water in his mouth, so he has to breathe out of his nose.
Yeah.
And he's running backwards, right? And he's passing up all these other Marines doing, like, these runs. And JC's just running backwards with water in his mouth, and he's breathing hard through his nose. But there's just, like, snot and just everything just all over his face. But, like, he didn't care, you know? He's just doing it. I'm like, bro, you're so insane, you know? He's, yeah. I don't know anyone tougher than this guy, for sure.
Yeah, he walked through his morning routine. Do you remember that?
Oh, my gosh. His morning routine's so funny.
It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard, but it works for him.
Whatever works, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and, you know, he's just a stud. You know, he's a tank.
Mm-hmm.
And, but it's crazy because I know he has so much more in him, you know, but he has to be reserved because I think everyone kind of is more reserved than what they have. Like, even I'm reserved only because, like, my blood clots, right? So I have to be careful what I do.
Yeah.
Like, I stopped going cliff jumping. I stopped riding dirt bikes. I stopped wrestling. I stopped doing all that stuff. And my brother, you know, he's in the Marine Corps, machine gunner, like all this stuff, but he can't be getting hurt, you know. Right, he can't be doing all this. He has family, he has kids, but I just know he has, like, he's still fueled up, you know. He's still got a full tank in him, you know.
Oh yeah, definitely.
This guy's, you know, deadlifting over 500 pounds, and he's only like 170. Like, that's crazy, dude. You know. But it's like, how many surgeries has he had? You know.
Right.
Timmy, I mean, I don't even think he ever pulled back. He still does crazy stuff, and he's a cyborg. So
there was like a 3-year period where he always had a cast on him somewhere.
Yeah, arm, leg, neck, anywhere, dude. Yeah. I think I'm the only one out of the brothers who never broken a bone. So
I never broken a bone either.
Bro, we're blessed. I'm telling you, because I know my brother has a bunch of screws and stuff, and, like, even though he's still in his 20s, wait until he's 40. Wait until it starts getting cold, you know?
Yeah.
He's going to have, like, arthritis, leg twitching, you know? My dad, he has metal plates in his face. When he was 18, he got in a car wreck, and they had to, like, reconstruct his face. And when he went to Alaska for his work, you know, it would get so cold, the plates, they would, like, freeze, and he would start twitching because the plates were so cold.
Yeah.
And so all his buddies call him Twitch.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool nickname, you know. So as a little kid, I didn't know why they named him Twitch or Twitchy, and that's all his friends. No, seriously. It's actually kind of crazy, but he looks normal. Like, if you look at him, you don't really see, like, deformity in his face. They actually did a really good job. And his brother, his brother looks almost exactly like him, but he's Timmy's age, bro. He's 27, 28.
Yeah.
My dad is 50, and you can tell there's a difference. And like me and my brother were looking and we're talking to each other. Like if our dad didn't get in that car wreck, then he'll probably have like, you know, his brother's like face structure. It's a little different, you know. But
Yeah.
you can't really tell when you meet him, which is good, you know. And so like we all have like these hidden, I don't know what you would call them, but
Yeah, like we're trying to find the right word.
yeah, yeah,
Affliction. That's a good.
characteristics, you know.
Yeah.
So we're all going through something, right? That's just how life is.
Yeah. So you haven't broken any bones?
No.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I gotten close for sure.
Yeah.
You know.
I dislocated a shoulder once.
Shoulders?
I dislocated a shoulder once, but that got popped back in. It was fine. Well, it wasn't fine. I was sore for like a good month and a half, 2 months, but
Yeah.
But now it's probably easier for your shoulder to pop out now. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I haven't done nothing to get it to pop out, so
Well, that's good.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
careful with myself.
Every time
I got jumped and got thrown down 2 flights of steps. That's how that happened. It was either that or go face first down the steps and probably break something else or break something. So I just grabbed onto the railing and it yanked my arm out of socket.
Oh,
Body
man.
weight did.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of my buddies, they want to go to the gym with me. Almost everyone has shoulder problems. They're like, oh, I can't do shoulder press. I can't do shoulder flies. I'm like, bro, we want boulder shoulders, bro. Like, come on now. You know, but everyone has something going on with them.
Yeah.
You know? So, even when you look at people at face value, you're like, wow, he must have everything, you know. But then, really, you don't know exactly what's going on, like in their family, in their head, and you know, just
Sure,
anything. You know, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, you know, anything. You know.
Yeah.
It's like that's why no one's perfect.
Mhm.
You know, there's so many different pillars in life that you have to work on, but you can't fill up one cup all the way. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly.
Or one pillar, then the whole foundation is gonna crumble. You know, and I think
Life's
that's
like a roller coaster.
Hey, well, you know what?
There's always ups and downs, highs and lows.
Hey, if you
twists
can
and turns.
if you can anticipate it though, that's a good thing. Because like if you know everything's going great, you know you keep the energy. But if you know you start to fall down, like with me, I know like I start to fall down when like my hygiene. That's like number one. If I haven't been taking showers every night or rarely brushing my teeth or my room's dirty, I'm like, okay, something's going on. You know what I mean? Because your bedroom is a reflection of your mind. If your bedroom is trash and like just scattered everywhere, so is your mind. But one thing to feel good, to feel better, is to clean your room. You know, to have a nice clean room, you feel good. Huh? You have Jacks. If your room's already clean, you know, then that's. We need Ferran on the show. You need to hop on. We only got 5 more minutes. But no, with me personally, I can tell where my highs and my lows are. And even when I'm on my pinnacle of my height, then I'm like, I'm watching out. I feel weary because I'm like, okay, life is too good right now. You know what I mean? Like I'm waiting for something to fall. And with that kind of like makes that happen. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy.
I can't remember his name, but it was like a press conference when they captured Saddam Hussein. They did a press conference with a general, and someone asked him, he's like, where's your mindset at, like on a day-to-day basis when you go into these countries that constantly try to, you know, attack you or kill you? He says, well, first thing I do is I get up and I make my bed. And I thought that was the hardest line because like, you know, wins are like, you know.
Yeah, you got to stack your W's, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, you know, even if you lose that day, you made your bed, you know, stuff.
At least you got something done.
Yeah.
You know, with me, I always try to count how many wins I have. You know, whether it's reading, waking up early, you know, having a good breakfast, making my bed. Like, you count everything that improves your mental state as a win, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have too many wins these days, but my mental state's pretty stable.
Yeah.
I don't let nothing bother me anymore.
Well, you've been doing it since boot camp. Like
I just said, screw it, F it, life is what it is, I got dealt a hand of cards. It might be a bad hand, but I'm going to play it the best I can, and I'm going to.
So my friend
even bluff myself sometimes, just tell myself everything will be all right,
My friend, he always says, it is what it is. And I always tell him, it is what you make it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sometimes you can't help it. Like my situation in life, I can't help my situation, and I just got to take it through it.
Yeah.
My living situation, everything is not the greatest, but it is what it is.
Yeah. I use that type of stuff as a motivation. Like, sometimes I get so sick and tired of being tired. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like
Well,
that.
that's why I tell people I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Exactly.
I'm always sick. I'm always tired.
Yeah.
I'm sick and tired of being that way, but
yeah.
With
me, another thing is kind of funny. Like if I'm at one of my lows, because like sometimes when I used to smoke, it was because of the people around me, or like when I come home, everyone's smoking at the house. So like I couldn't really. It was like change your environment, right? Basically, like if
shift your paradigm.
Exactly. And so one thing that I like to do, which is like subconsciously, I just start doing it. If I feel like I'm just trapped and I can't like change myself or anything, bro, I rearrange my room.
Oh yeah.
I change up my room, so it's not like I'm not walking into the same place, walking into the same pattern, walking in the same environment or anything, like it's weird. I do weird things, but I catch it. I'm like, okay, all right, and everyone has their ups and downs, dude. I have a lot of downs in my life,
Yeah.
But you just gotta keep pushing.
Just gotta keep pushing.
One thing
I have
is
downs every day, but as long as I go to bed with a smile, I'm all right.
Yeah. And in the Bible it says, don't rest your head when you're angry, or don't close your eyes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so
don't go to bed depressed. Just just let it all out and just go to bed at peace.
Yeah. Sometimes it's hard for me to shut off my mind. Dude, I've never taken melatonin before in my life, but the other day I was just thinking, because I'm like starting up a new business, and it was just like ideas, boom, 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 and then it was like 1:30, and like one thing, if you have so much stuff on your mind, one thing to help is you can just write it down.
Yeah.
Because writing it down is almost the same as telling somebody.
Yeah.
Getting it out of your head. So I woke. It was like 1:30 in the morning. I just started writing all my stuff that I had in my mind, and then my roommate was like, "Hey, I'm up too." He's like, "I'm about to take some melatonin. You want some?" I was like, "Melatonin?" I was like, "I never done that before." So, anyways, I took some melatonin. I knocked out so fast. Writing the stuff down on the notes did help a lot, and then just taking melatonin at the same time, gone.
You know what's been helping me a lot lately? I suffer from like PTSD and night terrors and stuff like that. Well, I got to slow down and almost stop sometimes. I've been going to bed listening to Indian flute music.
Oh, Indian pan flute music? Yeah.
Just wind music, just And for some reason, I don't have those thoughts when I sleep. For some reason, it just my mind free.
Yeah.
And I've been doing that for the past 2 months. It's been working. Like I have a few bad nights, but most of my nights are good.
Yeah, I tell my
But it's weird that you walk by the room and you hear Indian flute music. You're like, what the heck's going on there? An Indian powwow?
That's funny. Yeah, I tell my lady, like, she doesn't live with me, so like over the phone, I tell her stories when she goes to sleep, and she knocks out before I'm even finished with the story. It's crazy, Some people they need someone to like. I think your mind is just very static and just running around. Anyways, any last thoughts, guys? I know we're closing up here. We got about like 30 seconds. Kyle, I'll let you go first. Any last thoughts before we close up?
No, I hope everyone has a good week, and let's stack our wins and
stack our wins, baby.
Let's go from there.
All right, you guys.
Everyone go to bed happy. Everyone go to bed happy and smile.
Go to bed happy and smile. Thank you guys for listening to Whatever Works. Stay tuned for the Ferran Show at 8 o'clock. I'll see you guys next week on Sunday at 7 p.m.
All right, have a good night, guys.
Happy Sunday.
Whatever, 'cause there is no way you're around it. Everyone falls down sometime, but you just gotta know it'll all be fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in dark, I walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed.
For more local radio every day, listen to KCAA.
Eat bread, lose weight. That's right. Eat bread, lose weight. Hello, everybody. I'm Joseph from Joseph's Organic Bakery. We offer ancient grain bread from the Bible.